Hello, everyone. This is Big Alski,
And this is JTB.
and we are in Chapter 6 of Al Hazard's Ninja Gaiden Sigma Hard Karma Run. Now, this is Ninja Gaiden Black's Chapter 5. Obviously, in Sigma, it's going to be Chapter 6. Hopefully, we won't mess that up later on, once it changes a little bit more.
I probably will. I still can't remember. I still can't remember the chapters. I know, I can remember, like, Chapter 5 is Rachel, but after that, like, I can't remember which ones they are. So yeah, I'll probably definitely screw that up.
So this right here, this strategy is just taken from Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. One really, like, nice little visual upgrade I liked in Sigma over Black is that, like, when you check the essence in, like, the technique scrolls, they actually are, like, the donut shape with the hole in the middle. And in Black, they just look like big balls of, they look like balls, because there's obviously, not the kind of graphics there to do the hole in the middle. And in Sigma, they get, and I always really like that. The essence looks really good in Sigma.
Right.
It's a weird thing, like, because one of the things I really liked about the game was, like, I thought that was a really cool way to, like, put a twist on the combat. Like how you absorb essence for the UTs and stuff. I was surprised, like, that didn't make its way into more action games. It's a cool mechanic. So, once again, we have more bikes, and I have the video too, because, just, oh god, they make, like, I really wonder, like, why they settled with that noise for these enemies, because it's just horrendous. It's so bad. It's like, you can do some really cool stuff on these bike enemy though. I remember when they first came out with a trailer for the game, and like you see this fight, the one like in the previous chapter, and like you see the bike kind of like just ride towards Ryu, and he jumps and guillotine throws the guy off the bike.
Right. Oh yeah.
That was one of those moments where you're like, oh shit, I have to get this game. Just to do that, I have to get this game. But yeah, for the most part, this is pretty much, no different from the last fight. Kill one pretty quickly and then farm UTs on the last guy. There, I believe there is actually a sweet spot near those, like the trash cans, but it's kind of up to you whether you use it or not. It's still going to be very time focused because, you're going to have to rely on him coming towards you. So you can either do it that way or use the smoke bombs, how he does. Now,
Yeah, Hammerfly showed that.
Yeah, I believe it was Kel that first showed this, right? Doing 2 rats.
Well, yeah, the 2 rats, but I'm talking about the sweet spot for the.
Oh yeah, that was Hammerfly, yeah. Because that was one like in Sigma mission mode when like those scores started coming around. Like it was pretty puzzling how people got that. But of course, you can just use the sweet spot and get the full 50 UTs. But yeah, I think Kel showed this on. I can't remember one of his runs.
I think it was Ninja Dog, wasn't it?
Yeah. I wish he had like made more videos. He's probably one of the best like unknown players. Like he's amazing at the game, and he didn't do many videos. He did start a Master Ninja run as well, not long after I started mine, and I think he was ahead of where I was in Chapter 6. But if I remember rightly, I don't think he ever finished the run. I love it when that happens. I love it when that, like, the tail end of XX kills an enemy. They just, like, stand there, like, oh. It's a really good stun mechanic. Now, in that fight, looking at it, I'd probably theorize that 2 UTs and an ET is probably possible, but, getting it, different story altogether. This fight is really annoying on Sigma. Like, unless, like, this exact pattern happens, like, you're not going to make this time bonus.
Right.
Really stupid. That's a pretty funny freeze frame right there.
Well, that happens a couple times too when you're going up to fight the spider ninjas later on.
Yeah. Now, as again, he's using the Luna here, keeping it at level 1. Like, that's really good spacing on the ET to just charge there. Your timing does have to be pretty strict, but as you can see, if you do successfully do it, you can always get that ET and then a UT.
See, right there. I mean, that's so stupid.
Yeah. That can really screw up your timing as well, like if you're not kind of used to it. Now, looking at the amount of time that cost him, like he could have Izuna dropped him there, and it wouldn't have made a difference. I don't know why he tries to absorb that essence there. Maybe he's like just trying to get an extra ET, like screw it, or just roll the dice. Now again, the same as Black, you'll have to restart the game to get those guys to respawn again. That's a really good dodge there. Like that catches out a lot of people when they try and swipe you like that out of the air. I hate that shit.
So this was good control right here.
Yeah.
To not panic, and I would have panicked. It's like, oh my god, I'm not going to have the time and to get this and do that and, reset.
It is really good that he has the movement there to do that, but you could have counterattacked the guy instead of just taking the strings. Because like I hate being in block stun in this game. I hate actually having to block movements. So I always prefer to just roll out of the way and evade, or counterattack. Now again, you can note he's got his health at like the flashing red here, so he can increase the chances of getting blues quite considerably. The Black Spider Ninjas do have a pretty high chance of giving you blues. I'm not sure if that was maybe a missed input. I was assuming he was going for forward Y there, but just got a Y instead, unfortunately.
Well, sometimes you try to maybe Fiend Sealer. Was he trying to maybe Fiend Sealer and?
Oh yeah.
And missed, because that happens to me a lot too.
Yeah.
And this was kind of bad. Oh, at least he was able to get that.
Yeah, that's a really good. That fight is really good. Like being able to use that, and that's a really good showcase of like how big like the Phantom hitbox is on the Nympho. It's insane. Like you saw how far away like the ninja was, and he still got hit by it. That looks so cool. Like just ETing through there and killing both of them. Now it's unfortunate he pretty much loses a UT there because he gets hit. Obviously, he would have been able to stagger those two yellows and then, get the second UT on them with the blue. It just reminded me what those guys look like in this game. They reminded me of something, but I can't remember what it was. They were really cool, like the mechanized guys. One thing to note, actually, real quick on this fight, this is one of the few fights in the game where, because it precedes a cutscene, you don't actually get any credit for either the kill bonus or the time bonus, like regardless of whether or not you actually make them, which is really annoying. That's the reason he's using the Luna. In Black, you would just use the Dragon Sword and get your UTs in the time and then kill them. But because you don't get any credit for this, the only points he's going to be able to get out of this fight are going to be UT points that he scores. So that's why he's using the smoke bombs and the Luna.
So yeah, like you said, he's not worried about the time limit. He just wants to get the most points that he can.
And he's able to get 7 UTs, which is pretty good. I mean, maybe you could get more, like just maybe, but it'd be pretty tight. Now he does swap over to the dual swords here, and one thing that I really don't like about using them is that, as you can see there, you don't actually get credit for the UT or the ET until the upwards part of that move. That's when the 5,000 comes in, and you'll actually see that at the end of this fight that he doesn't actually get credit for that. So that's why, personally on a Karma run, I always think it's better to not use them unless you really have to.
Well, they also whiffed a lot. I remember you would sit there and try to UT and miss a lot, and that was one of the things that people were kind of griping about. I mean, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you'll see here one of the big plus sides, it's incredibly powerful. The UT is very, very powerful.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty much Half-Life right there. But yeah, as you can see again there, the UT points doesn't actually come up straight away like you do with the Dragon Sword or the Luna. That's a really good dodge. That's a really good dodge. A lot of people would have got hit.
Also, I like the menu. You don't have to go into the menu to...
Oh yeah, I can't believe we haven't mentioned that yet. Yeah,
we're running out of time here to talk about it. We'll talk about it in another chapter. But that was one thing that was really good. But the time limit's only 14 minutes, and the enemies are 60. Again, you would wonder why the chapter would be 1 minute slower than chapter 4 with more enemies. But, that's the way the game goes. Anyway, we'll see you in the next chapter.
Peace.